As someone who ignores science and attempts fad diets for a living, I don't even mind, almost expect to run into problems eventually, and this current keto thing, I'm starting to think it's a fad diet. I think most people agree that keto is a fad diet. Usually people just use it for quick weight loss. You lose mostly water weight and you're like, I'm so skinny, Jenny. Let's go for pizza. And it's like, okay, not many people do it long term. There's a ton of people warning against doing it long term. It's more of a short term, fix your metabolism type of thing, and then you get off it eventually. I've been keto carnivore for 8 months, and I've done a year before. I've done 10 months after that. I have many years of doing a high-fat diet experience, and I'm noticing I don't seem to be healing. Let me just tell you some of the things I'm experiencing on this high-fat ketogenic diet, somewhat balanced even. 2 meals a day, sometimes 3. Just throwing that out there. I experience a rash that will never leave. Sometimes it gets better for a bit and I'm like, oh, it's finally healed. Oh, no. Now it feels like it's almost at its worst. Right here, like you can barely see it. You're just probably like, whatever, man, your skin looks great, actually. It's like, no, it's not. I have a rough patch that is growing in size. It's itchy. It's dry. It's burny. And right up here, another part. It used to be all over, so it's like, okay, I've designated just the left side to be a road rash type of thing. It looks like I fell off a motorcycle. My nose is always red. I remember doing that 21-day water fast. I always had a red nose, and it went away. That was nice. Shouldn't have broke it with raw eggs and chicken livers that were 3 weeks old in my fridge, raw. That's not the smartest thing I've ever done. Or was it? No, it wasn't. So as I look for ways to detox this face rash out of my ass or something, I do saltwater flushes. Boom, get the gates moving. Just did one this morning. You know what happened? Nothing. I just ingested 2 teaspoons of salt. Again, that's like the 3rd time that's happened to me, where you do a saltwater flush and it's like, I'm starting to get a headache. I'm like, I'm just absorbing all that salt. It didn't flush anything. So I just did an enema. Then it came out. And there was lots in there. Don't pretend. Let's not pretend that you're eating this carnivore diet. It's all absorbed, bro. I poo once a week and that's normal now. It's not normal. Go do an enema. It's all going to come out of you. And you're like, oh, wow, all that was in there, huh? Go eat some fiber every day. That's supposed to come out, right? It's still going to be stuck in there on your once a week program. That's not good advice. It's not working at all. Chafee, what are you doing? You're killing people with colon lumps. I've done 2 liver flushes. Usually skin issues are liver issues and digestion. And I'm just trying to do what I can. I'm not irritating myself with crazy things. I don't take a bunch of supplements. I'm just doing some enzymes. I'm making minor little tweaks. No salt. Lots of salt. Add this enzyme. No enzymes. I cannot seem to find the balance where my face looks like I wasn't slapped right before I'm performing this routine. Like, what the hell is happening to my face? It's just so itchy, and like I put the soap on and it's like burning and it's rough and I'm like, ow. Like, I don't even have acne anymore. It's just rage. Rage. I'm also just coming out of like a deep depression that seemed to come on for no reason that I can even think of. I was doing no salt. That's the only reason I can think of, because I was just getting lower and lower. I'm just like so unmotivated to do anything, just low energy. And so I've added back the salt and I'm slowly coming back to life, at least mood wise, but the face, no. There's Leah's Way or something. She also has like this rash. I don't know where it was on her body, her leg or something. And she noticed that once she got rid of the salt, it got better. I tried that. I almost died because I just had no motivation to live. So it's like, that's not an option on carnivore for me, no salt. And it just feels like, what the hell are we doing here? Like, I've never had these problems. They're all new problems that I'm getting sicker and sicker. It makes no sense. I'm strong as hell. I'm fit. I just wonder if keto is my approach. Is that what's gonna be healing me? I'm not sure why it's taking like over 8 months and I'm still struggling, almost feeling like I'm at day one skin-wise. And like, what's healing here? It doesn't feel like a long-term sustainable plan because like I was doing too much protein. I lowered the protein. Things seemed to improve briefly and then they didn't at all. And then I'm just like disgusted with these high-fat meals. So I bought some fun things, got some mayonnaise in there, and I'm just gonna ride out this wave until I think I'm probably gonna go juice fast with meat. Freaking meat juice. Just fruit juice all day and then lean meat at night so I don't lose all my muscle. And then we actually detox whatever the hell this skin rash is. And I don't see a way out of. I do not want to abandon this way. It's actually really simple to eat a carnivore. I much preferred the higher protein way. My blood sugars seem somewhat... No, I'll test it right now. You want to see it? It seems like my sugars are normalizing in the morning at least. I was 4.6 this morning. Those are good numbers. Whatever that is, 80 something. So like fasting blood sugar seems to be good, but after I eat, seems to rise. Let's see what happened. I ate about 2 hours and 20 minutes ago. I hate doing this, by the way, pricking your finger. And for a little while, I was getting bruises. I never bruise. I never used to bruise. Now it's like, what the hell? I'm 90 years old or something. Like, only 90-year-olds get bruises. You wake up and you're like, oh, what happened there? Like, nothing happened. You brushed by your cat or something, or a curtain, something soft. You're like, oh my God, I'm dying. You are dying. You have no calcium in your body. Ow! That hurts so much. And often, I don't even get enough blood to do it. I have to do it again. Okay. That's gonna bruise. 5.8. That's not good. How is that good? I'm a diabetic. I'm dying. Oh, it's normal, bro. Carnivore. Why do I have all this sugar in my blood? It was a fairly low protein meal. 47 grams. Come on. I was down to like 20 grams, 25 grams in a meal. And I would still get these kind of numbers, if not higher, 6 sometimes. That's diabetes. So, like, I clearly have insulin resistance. I'm clearly turning protein into sugar. I'm still, if anything, stronger than I've ever been lowering the protein. So, like, it almost makes me laugh thinking I could do this little juice fast and I wouldn't even need much meat. Fish only. Pescatarian juice boy. That's our future that we deserve together, isn't it? So it's like, I bet you my sugar would be better doing that. Because this is ridiculous. It's always high. So I've tried lowering the protein and then your meals just end up being pure fat and it makes absolutely no sense. In nature, nothing is that fat. You would literally have to kill 20 animals and throw out 19 of them, the protein. So get the fat from 19 animals and then you have the perfect ratio for your like 2-to-1 fat to protein. It's ridiculous. I was up at 5.5 to 1 fat to protein and that was not doing it. And I was not gliding the bowels. Some days they do. It's so unpredictable though. You can't even, I journal it and I can't predict it. Eating the same thing roughly, it doesn't move, and sometimes it does, and then it doesn't. I can't predict it. Constipation is the worst thing for your long-term health, and you can't convince me that going every 3 days is good. That's fine. That's the new normal. There is no new normal. I didn't fall for that in 2020. I ain't falling for it now. You gotta move the bowels. When I had perfect clear skin on my high-fat vegan diet, things were flushing every day, if not too much. Things were going. I was taking magnesium. I took magnesium last night and did a saltwater flush this morning, and it's like cement or something. Meat cement, and it never moves. Yet, it's fun to eat. And sometimes when my depression lifts, I feel pretty good. Like right now, I'm feeling great. I might go for a walk. Like, life is good when it's good. But when it's bad, it's real bad. And it's just, I'm killing animals for no reason. Although I will continue to do that on my vegan juice fast with meat. And I don't even mind it. But like, health-wise, what the hell are we doing here? High-fat diet makes no sense no matter what you do, meat or plants. The nuts grow for like 1 month in the year. Really, the only thing that makes sense is we actually plant starches and live off that. Starch slows me down. I ain't going there. So all I can say is I'm not impressed so far with 9 months of being mostly carnivore, always keto, 1 week of fruit and meat from way back. And it's just like, it's not the same as it was. When I first went carnivore, I also struggled for like 8 months. And then eventually I went super high fat and it was mostly bacon and lard and I was so nauseous I had no energy but my skin was clear. And that was cool. It was pretty cool. But now it's just, I don't foresee the solution staying like this. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing what I'm doing wrong. It's mostly just beef, 100% grass-fed ground beef and 100% grass-fed tallow, and that's what makes up the bulk of my meals. Sometimes a steak that's also 100% grass-fed. And it's too lean, so I'm not quitting yet. I'm still gonna keep going, but like, if my skin doesn't improve in 1 month, I'm out. And it's a shame because I prefer burning fat. It's just a steady flow, my brain feels clear. It's nice. It's usually pretty good. But if I can go all sugar and feel good somehow, I don't know why that would work, but at least my bowels would move. That would be nice for a change. So like, I don't know, I'd need some type of bowel mover program that's reliable and is not salt, because that doesn't work sometimes. Sometimes it fails, and the magnesium clearly does nothing. I need like a smooth mover herbal tea and just go for it. But I don't know, man. This ain't feeling right. Something's off here. Not my brain. You're off. You're off the thumb up button. Press it. Thumbs down if you're making a mayonnaise soup. That does sound good. A little bit of pickles in there, and relish, and bread. You mix the carbs and the fats. You're going to hell. I've always said it's got to be high fat or high carb, and I seem to get better results on high fat, but not this time. I've never had this kind of rash that's like literally burning my face. So it's like, I would take the brain fog and the slight forehead bumps back for the rash. That's a trade. Anyone want to make that trade? Post it down below after you post your Bitcoin donation. You're not doing that. Subscribe for more. I'm not saying that.